if you're wondering why I'm wearing a bandage, because I've just come from the hospital after having stitches from some pliers driving into my hand, so I am a very busy boy today. What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today we are talking Zack Snyder's Justice League. We have a few updates, some tidbits, some teasers of characters, recurring characters to talk about, our ratings galore, so sit back, relax. We're gonna have a quick little chat about what's happening with the March 18 release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, what we're gonna be touching on today are the three new posters, the R rating, and the teaser photo of the Joker, and the teaser photo of Nightmare Batman. The photos of these two legends are hidden in shadows, and wait a minute. Shadow? Legends? We got a sponsor from Raid! Freeze! Stop whatever you're doing and take a breath. Don't waste your life, it's time to make some changes. You gotta ask yourself a couple of questions. Have you taken down the Demon Lord yet? Crushed the Ice Golem? Ascended the Doom Tower? What about fighting against millions of real players in the arena? Well, now you can get your life in order because it's time to raid! Explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena matches. With hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills, you can build your team, develop your champions, and raid your way. Now, Raid recently released its biggest ever update, the Doom Tower. It's a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously badass bosses to take on. And I've been having a blast with it so far. And you don't have to take my word for it. Check out the comments on Reddit, App Store reviews, YouTube videos. Pretty much everyone is loving it. With a bunch of new champions coming soon and a load of awesome events coming up through February, along with some special Valentine's Day events. So romantic. There's never been a better time to dive in and get started. So check out Raid Shadow Legends today, go to my video description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you will get 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 1 energy refill, 1 clan boss key, 5 mystery shards, 1 day XP booster, and a free champion, Hexweaver. Again, click on the link in the video description and all this treasure will be waiting for you here. Good luck, and I'll see you there. So yes, first and foremost, let's touch on the three new posters for Zack Snyder's Justice League. The first one is the Justice League logo amongst rubble, looking very classy, elegant, simple, simplistic design, works for me. We then have a film canister that has scribbled on it in Sharpie, Snyder, with some film celluloid strung about. I like that as well, nice little tip of the hat. And finally, we have the Justice League flag amongst rubble, and in that rubble, we see Aquaman's Quindent, we see Wonder Woman's shield, and part of Batman's cowl. Now, what this means, I'm not too sure. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to say that some of them have fallen by the end of the Snyder Cut. Who knows? Either way, they're three great little Easter eggs that he's scattered amongst that rubble in the poster, and I love that. Secondly, we have an R rating for Zack Snyder's Justice League, which equates to MA 15+ here in Australia, which is still pretty full on for a comic book film. Now, IGN says that the long-awaited Justice League Snyder Cut has received its official rating from the MPAA. The movie is rated R for violence and some language, and according to some sources, it's because Batman is also dropping the F-bomb here and there, which I think is fucking great. The original cut of Justice League was PG-13 for sequences of sci-fi violence and action, suggesting that Zack Snyder will tread some more adult waters. Zack Snyder's Justice League is hitting HBO Max on March 18, where it will drop for a single 4-hour film rather than divided segments as previously thought. So, in my previous video touching on Zack Snyder's Justice League, it was suggested that it was going to be 4 1-hour episodes, and I was all for it. I like the whole episodic idea of something like that. You know, it worked for The Mandalorian, WandaVision, stuff like that. But I'm totally okay with it being a 4-hour movie. It doesn't really matter. If you want to watch an hour over 4 days, go for it. If you want to pause it, go do something, go out and come back and watch more of it, that's probably what I'll do. I want to savor it. I want to take these new bits in. Speaking of new bits, we got a teaser image of Jared Leto's Joker from the additional photography. Now, it leads a lot to the imagination. We have him in the background and him holding a Joker card with what looks like a dishwashing glove in the foreground. Severely blurred, you can see it's been heavily photoshopped and blurred, especially here. It's like a different blur from his neck down. Looks like he's kept the long hair, but it also looks like he's wearing a hoodie. A lot of people are saying it's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. No, it doesn't work like that. No, I don't think Mr. Phoenix would be on board for that. And also, Zack Snyder's tagged Jared Leto in that photo. So it's pretty cool to see that there's something different going on with that makeup. The grin looks massive, like almost Nicholson or Ledger-esque. Hell, even Phoenix. And I get where people are coming from with it looking like Joaquin Phoenix. From a blurred point of view, it has the aesthetic of Joaquin Phoenix, 100%. Okay, so you want to talk about additional photography? This right here is additional photography. I already filmed this initial video on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and I woke up to 2 images, full images of Jared Leto's Joker from the additional photography for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a bandage, because I've just come from the hospital after having stitches from some plies driving into my hand, so I am a very busy boy today. So yeah, Zack Snyder has shared 2 images of Jared Leto's newly designed Joker. Well, not newly designed, but some changes have been made. He's sporting his trademark Jared Leto long hair. He's obviously had a shave. The tattoos are gone, which is interesting. Did he remove them himself with acid? And he's dressed in what looks like a surgeon's gown and gloves, like the same gloves that he was holding the Joker card with in that teaser image. And I love this look, man. It looks gnarly and scary. The Joker that I saw in Suicide Squad was goofy. This Joker looks scary. The only gripe I have with this, and it's just nitpicking and it's just absurd and stupid, are his eyebrow covers. You can see the seam line, you can see the fold in the skin, or should I say you can see the fold in the eyebrow covers is a lot different to the folds in his skin, but again, it's additional photography, quick, nasty, dirty, they've got to do it, they don't have much of a budget, or they're just not really concerned about putting a lot of budget into eyebrow covers. It's more or less the CGI/digital budget. So that's a good segue from the teaser image we got last week. Now we have a good look and a good indication of what to expect with this nightmare sequence. So Zack Snyder even came out with a quote as to what is going on, because if you guys notice, the backdrop for Leto's little photo session here is the same backdrop that they used for Affleck's nightmare photo when they teased his return in the nightmare suit. So I don't know if this scene is going to happen with this backdrop or they just had a backdrop on standby and that's what they were going to do. But Zack has come out and said the cool thing about the scene is that it's Joker talking directly to Batman about Batman. It's Joker analyzing Batman about who he is and what he is. And that's the thing I also felt like fans deserve from the DC universe. That is to say, the Jared Leto Joker and the Ben Affleck Batman, they never really got together. It seemed uncool to me that we would make it all the way through this incarnation of Batman and Joker without seeing them come together. It's so good to hear that the man is listening to what we want. We never got a showdown between Batfleck and Jared Leto's Joker. I wanted to see a flashback of Batfleck punching out Joker's teeth for killing Robin. But this is supposedly worked into the Nightmare timeline, from what I'm led to believe, because we also had Joe Manganiello, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. Anyway, that beautiful man from Magic Mike and who played Deathstroke at the end credits scene of Justice League or Justice League. He went and did reshoots. He shaved his head, got a mohawk, and this is supposed to be working with the Nightmare timeline as well. So apparently it's supposed to be 3 odd minutes of extra footage with this new scene. I'm hyped for it because it segues into another teaser image we got 2 days ago from Mr. Snyder, and that is beautiful Affleck back in his Nightmare suit. And not just any Nightmare suit, the original Nightmare suit from Batman vs Superman. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see there, Geeks and Geekettes, what you see there is the BVS cowl. Now, I have been told that they did not make a new cowl for this additional photography. They actually pulled this cowl/cowls out of the Warner Brothers archives. To my understanding, they're going to be digitally cleaning up the cowl, because you have to understand, this cowl is 7 years old. It's been that long since Affleck first stepped into the Batsuit for BVS. So foam latex over time does harden and will start to crack. And if it was a used/worn cowl by Affleck or his stunt double Richard Citrone, there'd be sweat in there, and that actually accelerates the rotting process of foam latex. And it just makes sense, just saves on time and money, and you can put that money somewhere elsewhere where you still have a decently, perfectly good nightmare suit. I mean, like, the leather jacket isn't gonna crumble away anytime soon. But it's so badass. I love the fact that they got the BVS cowl back again instead of using this cowl. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this cowl. And this is actually a Justice League bust that I'm working on at the moment, just because I had a hunch and an inkling to make one, and it came as good timing for this video and these announcements. But you can tell from the back straight away, it's the BVS cowl. Just the way the ears taper, the positioning of the ears, just how broad the cowl is, whereas this is a lot more streamlined and almost feline-like. So I was chatting with my good friend Benny of Bendable Effects and Sean Reeves of Reeve Effects, and we're just kind of exchanging notes and all that, and Benny theorized, and it's a damn good one, what if this is the scene where he's in the bunker, he's leaving the bunker to go out, that will eventuate to that nightmare scene from BVS, he could be in the bunker with Flash and Cyborg plotting to go through time. I don't know. I'm just so excited to see this new footage. I know it's only 3 minutes, but during that 3 odd minutes, I'm just gonna be just taking it all in. I'm gonna be like a kid on Christmas, man. So in terms of how I'm gonna watch it and other people who don't have HBO Max are gonna watch it, I don't know yet. It's kind of a bit of a dilemma at the moment because we can't get HBO Max here because of VPN and all that legal stuff, licensing and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm excited because I'm like, yes, I will be watching it March 18th, but I'm also like, shit, what if I can't? And that's my biggest worry, is that I'm gonna see spoilers before I see the film. You know, people are probably gonna put photos and screenshots, screen grabs out there, and I'm just not all for that, man. I just wanna be surprised, entertained, and just be absolutely chuffed with what I'm gonna see on screen. So guys, that is it for Zack Snyder's Justice League in terms of updates from me. I'm excited it's got an R rating, they're taking it a lot more seriously. Batman's gonna be swearing like a drunken sailor, which is just batshit brilliant. So guys, drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts on the teaser image of Leto's Joker, the teaser image of Batfleck back in the nightmare suit. What are your theories on what's going on there? What's gonna happen with this additional footage? Guys, wherever you are in the world, have yourselves an absolute cracker of a day. I hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.